COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Developing now, the Georgia State Patrol is investigating a deadly officer-involved crash. An Atlanta police officer is accused of running a stop sign and hitting a man on a moped. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez is live in southwest Atlanta. And Taisha, you were able to speak to that victim's father today.
Jovita, that father seemed like his son's death had not even sunk in yet. When I was talking to him today, the only thing he wanted me to say on the record is that his son leaves behind some children.
He hit that man so hard you could see from the impact of the windshield.
Melanie Gonzalez gave us these photos she took with her cell phone on Wednesday around 4:30. Without a helmet. She said the officer was driving fast on the wrong side of Newcastle Street in southwest Atlanta, and that's what caught her attention.
He was on the wrong side of the street and ran right into him.
Gonzalez said she panicked when she heard the crash because there's a high school nearby that just dismissed students.
My daughter goes to that school. It scared me so bad because it could have been my daughter.
Atlanta police officials suspended Officer Chandler with pay and asked Georgia State Patrol officials to take the lead on the investigation because of the seriousness of the incident.
I just really want justice, you know what I'm saying?
Police don't believe the officer had his lights or sirens on when he blew through the stop sign, and they're still investigating to see if he was heading to a call or not.
I think he should be fired. I think he should be fired, and I think the city should, you know, pay out to his family. It's not going to bring him back, but at least his family can have some kind of closure.
APD officials sent out a statement today saying their thoughts and prayers are with the victim's family. They are so sorry for that family's loss. We're live in southwest Atlanta. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
Op runs stop sign with no lights on, not responding to a call, and kills a man hasn't even gotten a ticket. A police officer was seen driving on the wrong side of the road with no lights on, running a stop sign and killing a man on a scooter and hasn't even received a ticket. By Matt Agarist, August 11, 2018. Atlanta, Georgia. Highlighting the problem of blue privilege in America, an Atlanta police officer ran a stop sign, killed an innocent man on a motorized scooter, and he hasn't even been issued so much as a ticket. A representative for the Georgia State Patrol said troopers were called to the intersection of Newcastle Street and Washington Place around 4:30 Wednesday afternoon in response to the fatal collision. According to officials, as the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports, Atlanta police officer Ryan Chandler, 24, ran a stop sign and was not using emergency lights at the time of the crash. The man on the scooter was taken Grady Memorial Hospital, where he died. His name has not been released. According to police, Chandler was uninjured, but for some reason, he was taken to the hospital as well. Highlighting the sheer above-the-law attitude of police in this matter is the fact that no charges have been filed in spite of all the facts already known. Officials claim that they have launched an investigation, however. A witness showed WSB-TV a video of the aftermath, which she said was so horrifying that she could not sleep after seeing it. "I came running down the street. All I saw was this man laying in the middle of the ground," Melanie Gonzalez said. "It's just crazy." Gonzalez said she witnessed the officer driving on the wrong side of the road before he ran the stop sign and plowed into the scooter. He was on the wrong side of the street and ran right into him. "He hit that man so hard, you could see from the impact of the windshield," Gonzalez said. Chandler is currently on paid administrative leave, otherwise known as paid vacation, while police investigate the details of the crash. Due to the serious nature of the crash, the Atlanta Police Department has asked the Georgia State Patrol to take over. As for Chandler, Gonzalez says he should be fired immediately. "I think he should be fired. I think he should be fired, and I think the city should pay out to his family. It's not going to bring him back, but at least his family can have some kind of closure," Gonzalez said. As TFTP has reported, traffic crashes by police officers are not isolated and, in fact, are the leading cause of death among cops. Sadly, they are almost never held accountable for the most egregious of cases. As we reported earlier this year, the police officer who crashed his patrol car into an elderly couple's car while driving nearly 30 miles per hour over the speed limit faced no charges and will remain on the job, despite a history of dangerous driving accidents. The surveillance footage is gruesome, and it shows James Cryer, 69, and his wife Rena, 78, exiting a parking lot and pulling out onto the road in their 2001 Chevy Blazer when a 2015 Dodge Charger races down the street and crashes into the left rear of their car. Mr. Cryer was ejected from the car and left lying in the middle of the street. The speeding car, which clearly had police emblazoned on its side, was an Allgood City Patrol car driven by Officer Christopher Ferguson, 32. An investigation from the Tennessee Highway Patrol placed the blame on both drivers, claiming that while Ferguson was exceeding the speed limit, Cryer also failed to yield to oncoming traffic. Ferguson was let off with a slap on the wrist while his victims were ticketed. Hopefully, this case in Atlanta turns out different. Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.